Earthlings, all of all species. Right, here is my Neytiri bust as I've got to her so far. I'm gonna actually... Hello Rosie, yeah, you're a good girl. Hello beautiful. Right, so what have I done? Let me just turn the screen around so I can see what you're seeing. I've had to, yeah, that's a good girl Rosie. I've had to start filling up the base because she was becoming very top heavy, and in fact I had quite a major disaster with her, to be honest. I was attaching clay to the head, and her head was just drifting down because I hadn't... Alright Rosie, you're alright beautiful. Because I hadn't, I don't know if you remember, her polystyrene head was very wobbly on there, and I just thought maybe I could just sculpt and it would just attach itself somehow. But I had to get my hot glue gun out and squidge loads of hot glue underneath and attach her head properly, and it was a lot of breaking of clay that I'd put on and trying to sort of sculpt. Alright Rosie. And after the third attempt I think I've got her profile more correct, as you can possibly see from this one. I had to bring her mouth and nose out to more of a sort of a point, and I think I got it right, but she looks very strange from the front. And I've started to fill in her skull, basically just putting loads of clay over her head to make it so I can attach more clay and actually shape her head up properly. I've sort of tried to start filling in her face a lot more, and I've been sculpting her shoulders and that, but that's still not anywhere near the right shape yet. She seems to be bending over this way a little bit, I don't quite know why, but that's probably just going to be her pose. I've realised that I had to start doing her eyes before I do any more of the face sculpting. I've got to get the eyes in place, so I've started doing her eyes. This is her right eye, so it's basically going to sort of fit in there, sort of. I might be able to just sort of put it in there temporarily, and the little dots of blue tack are to show where her pupils are going to be. This one's not going to fit in properly because the way I've done this, I've got a little bead of this white Daz clay and put it around and sort of flattened it down to give her the effect of, well, this is going to be all shaped, and then I'm going to drill a hole and it's going to be really black inside there, and so it's black inside here as well, so you get some depth in her eyes. And I've been watching, let me just turn the screen around again. I've been watching Adam Savage tested when he went to Weta Workshop, and their eyes that they create with 3D, and so I'm going to sculpt in, cut in the shape of her, I don't know, cornea is it, the coloured bit, and then sort of paint it up nicely, and hopefully I've got her eyeballs in the right place. I've had to try and put them in a position that's the right sort of distance from the ridge of her nose, and I think I've got them in the right place, but only time will tell, I suppose. But yeah, I've had to try and do her eyes first, so these are drying off at the moment, and once they're sunk in, films there nice and dry, then I can carry on sculpting the rest of her face. But I think I've got her profile correct now. Also, none of her lips are sculpted properly. I've just had to basically try and get this area right, and I've watched the film now, so I've got lots of there I am. I've got lots of screenshots of her upper half of her torso, and I'd forgotten how good the film was, to be honest, and how emotional it was. And it's my number 3 on my list of films after A New Hope, Star Wars A New Hope and Silent Running. Then it's Avatar, because I do love the film so much. It's got a very good ecological story to it, and yeah, I've got quite a few copies of the film. There's the one that I was watching, a sort of DVD and Blu-ray copy, and I've got this up behind my other Crazy Toys Neytiri. That's a sort of a box set, DVD 3-disc collector's set. Next to it I've got an Avatar 3D book. I'm going to have a look at that actually, so I don't know what's in there. Then I've got this one here, which is another box set, extended Blu-ray collector's box set. Then all of these other ones. What's this one? That's the steel book. Then I've got the another steel book. I think that's the USA version of it. And I've got this one, which is just that's the 3D Blu-ray. This one is the Japanese version, and then this one, I don't know what that one is, extended Blu-ray box set thing. But yeah, I thought I'd get hold of loads of different copies of Avatar because I love it so much. And I've also got my Neytiri, can't really see that very well, can you, because of the light, but my standee thing sitting here for other inspiration. And I've got quite a few of the action figures as well. These little ones here, tiny little ones with one of the, I don't know if it's an actual design version of it, but without her colours. And then I've got these ones back here, and I've got some other ones as well, lots of the other female ones, the Neytiri ones. It's amazing now because they're worth about 30 quid each now, the figures. And anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Just a wobbly cam, and hope you like what I've been doing so far, and hopefully you're looking forward to what the final result's going to be, because I know I am. Also, yeah, I've got some feathers there as well. I don't know if you can see right in the middle of the screen there. I think I'm going to be using feathers, but I want to find an ethical source for feathers, that, you know, these sort of fancy coloured feathers, to make a version of her, what she might be wearing, to cover up her modesty, to, you know, a bit of covering up her boobies, basically. So I've got to find some way of finding all of these fancy coloured feathers. I'll probably just end up having to make them myself out of clay, but that's something that I'm going to have to do in the future. Also, I've ordered some black sailing cord. I couldn't find a plaited cord, so this is going to have to do, I think. So I've ordered a what was it, 6mm wide for her braids, her hair. 10 meters, 5 meters of it. I think it was 5 meters I ordered, and then some. Did I get some thinner stuff as well. Yeah, I think I've got some thinner stuff. Yeah, that's it. So I can plait her big, long, thick ponytail at the back. Her cord that she uses to attach herself to all the creatures she's riding on that at the time. Anyway, I hope you like what I'm doing so far, and please keep up to date with what I'm doing. Like and subscribe, and please leave a comment if you've got any ideas and suggestions, and I shall speak to you soon. Take care. Goodbye.